Hi viewers, welcome once again to Career Bites. Last week we started with conflict resolution, and then we promised that we'll take you through the 5 conflict resolution strategies. Today we are going to deal with how to resolve conflicts. So to resolve conflict, Kenneth W. Thomas described 5 conflict management approaches based on dimensions of cooperativeness to uncooperativeness and assertiveness versus unassertiveness. So on the y-axis, you have unassertiveness to assertiveness. Here, parties involved in conflicts desire to satisfy their concern. And on the x-axis, parties desire to satisfy others' concern by giving of their interest. Which is why on the x-axis, you have the uncooperative nature to a point of cooperation. With the opening, we can plot a graph according to the party's desire to satisfy own and others' concern. Our understanding to conflict resolution will help us to confront issues and still restore friendship. It is a skill in emotional intelligence. Within this graph, we have competition where one will win and the other will lose. We have the sharing when there will be 50-50. Everybody will go home fine. So you give off something and you get something back. We have collaboration or integration where everyone goes home with something. And we have avoidance or neglect where no one gets anything. And then we have accommodative where one decides to appease the other and give off his or her interest. So competition reflects a desire to achieve one's own ends at the expense of someone else. Like I said, this is domination. It is also known as a win-lose orientation. This is a situation when quick decision must be achieved, especially during emergencies. You use it to meet one's own ends at the expense of someone else. Accommodation, it reflects a mirror image of competition that is entirely given into someone else's concern without making any effort to achieve your own ends. This is a tactic of appeasement. What situation do you use this? When you want to achieve harmony and stability in a team, and also when you want the team to learn, you use the accommodation approach. You can also use the sharing approach, which represents a compromise between domination and appeasement. Both parties will give up something, yet both parties will get something. You use it to achieve temporary settlement of complex issues. For me, I use it when collaboration and competition are not successful. Then you have the collaboration approach. It reflects an effort to satisfy both parties. This is a problem-solving approach which requires the integration of each party's concern. What situation do you use this? In emotional intelligence, when the objective is to learn or to gain commitment to a cause by integrating concerns into consensus. Avoidance approach, it involves indifference to the concerns of both parties. It reflects a withdrawal from or neglect of any party's interest. What situation do we use this? When an issue is very trivial, it doesn't even bother. For example, some years ago I was a branch manager of a bank and 2 tellers wanted to go on leave on the same day. I just avoided them until they varied their leave days. This is an example you use when you're talking about avoidance approach. So emotional intelligence is so crucial for workplace development. Next week, we shall be going back to the 3rd concept, motivation, which is part of the 5 concepts of emotional intelligence. Until then, see you again. Bye-bye.